Communication in Google Workspace, getting your channels right. Here at Damson Cloud, we love showing teams all the different ways that they can communicate across the Google Workspace. Recent research shows that multiple communication channels can be positively related to job performance. It's been shown that multiple channels allow employees to modify their communications for effective collaboration with colleagues. For many of us, though, more options mean more choice, and choice can be paralysing. Let's take a look at all the channels available to us, understand what kind of communication the channels are best suited for, and any watch points that we might need to take account of. What channels are available to us in Google Workspace? We have Gmail, good old-fashioned email, Chat for one-to-one or small group instant messaging, Spaces for larger or long-term messaging, and Meet for video conference. Gmail offers a communication channel for formal and comprehensive communications. These can be one-to-one communications like job offers, or communications to larger groups with information, perhaps in the form of newsletters, project kick-off emails, change management, or organise-wide communications. It allows for provision of dense and detailed information and clusters of links such as training follow-ups or onboarding emails. Email can be useful as an asynchronous communication tool, especially when communicating with groups in different time zones to ensure that information does not get lost in an ongoing conversation stream. Perhaps you need some send-specific functionality for your communication. Gmail offers access to confidentiality mode, send later options for scheduling, layouts to easily format communications, and the multi-send option to keep your communications compliant with regional data protection laws. Of course, there are limitations to Gmail. The formality of email requires that they are structured, and these can take time to draft. Does the time it's going to take you reflect the importance of your communication? After the recall period, an email cannot be edited or updated. As links and information changes, it's up to the recipient to delete outdated emails. Ensure to check your email before sending. Make sure you have set your undo send time to the most appropriate period, or engage confidential mode to set an expiry on information that may date. The formality of email can imply that the recipient must confirm receipt with unnecessary email traffic. This can be distracting and may clog up your inbox. Be clear with your recipients whether an action or confirmation is required upon receipt. Emails can get lost in spam or among other emails in a less well-maintained inbox. Be sure to follow up on communications requiring responses and make sure to engage your recipients with a clear call to action in your subject line. It's possible your message is better suited to chat. Chat is a great channel for singular and immediate communication. Chat is optimal for quick comments or questions with colleagues in a relaxed style that mimics direct conversation. This relaxed style can also be employed with a small group of people when a once-off or short-term communication channel is required. Group conversations can be set up with a small group, for example, a delegate group attending a training session. Chat is essential in hybrid workplaces to mimic across-the-desk conversations, and with emojis and GIFs available, it allows for expressive and efficient communication. Avoid the pitfalls of one-to-one chat conversations. Is the conversation you are having relevant to a group? Are you making decisions in a silo? Should this conversation take place somewhere more collaborative? Some of us may have experienced how chat can become disruptive. Consider when using chat, do you know your contact well enough to address them in a casual format? Don't be tempted to flood colleagues with chat messages when you are not getting the reply you want with the urgency that you want. Lastly, chat can have the potential to become too casual. Ensure that you are aware of any acceptable use or electronic communications policies that are operating within your organisation, and be aware when communicating in chat that your organisation may have data retention or InfoSec policies which require retention or review of chat communications. When working collaboratively as a team or on projects, spaces can offer an area for collective and instant communication. Use these spaces to discuss or share information that is pertinent to a wider audience of collaborators. Use spaces to quickly give permissions on shared documentation and store that documentation centrally. Or create team or project-related tasks with full visibility for all team members. Perhaps you want to simply create a digital environment in which to communicate with teams, departments, or the entire organisation on a threaded or announcement space. Spaces with external stakeholders do require caution when sharing sensitive information or confidential documents. Consider whether allowing external collaborators is appropriate in your company. If not, administrators can turn off external chat options or limit potential collaborators to members of trusted domains. Alternatively, ensure that your teams are briefed on external communication channels and are trained to recognise the external collaborator indicators which are available across the Google Workspace environment. For social spaces in hybrid workplaces, it's possible the space can lose momentum or become redundant. Perhaps even the purpose of the space can be hijacked by alternative communication. Protect yourself from redundancy or duplication of spaces by engaging existing committees or sponsors with an interest in your space's purpose who can maintain, prune, and regulate these common spaces. Lastly, and often the most premium form of communication in the hybrid space, engage Meet for communication that is conversational or explanatory. Most often when there is a requirement to connect or to project by engaging tone of voice and body language. Regular face-to-face catch-ups can be essential in hybrid teams to build rapport and deepen relational understanding. Meet is essential when an update or decision needs a visual element such as a slide deck or a technical demonstration. When you're expecting a group or a team may all have similar questions about a development, or if an announcement requires discussion or input from multiple departments, jumping into a quick meet allows an open and efficient forum. Perhaps even engaging the question and answer function to manage a particularly vigorous debate. Breakout rooms to workshop ideas, or polls to quickly come to a consensus. Participation is key with Meet. You're reliant on participants to engage their videos and be prepared to unmute and speak in the Meet. Creating a welcome environment and laying out ground rules for engagement can help ease this process. At the opposite end of the scale, overuse of interactive elements such as in-meet chat or animated filters can become distracting. By using the host and administrator controls, you can help lock up distracting elements in your Meet environment. Lastly, be mindful of your participants. The quick access function can allow members of your company to join a team even if they're not directly invited. Be conscious of this when the quick access function is turned on in case you are discussing sensitive topics. To limit this risk, you can activate host management to turn off quick access for your Meet. Don't get stuck in your channel. I've often sent emails that generated so many questions that we needed to just jump in and meet. And alternatively, I've had chats that have resulted in the requirement to share more formalized content in an email format. So bear in mind, a communication can start in one channel and naturally move to another. We hope this has helped you evaluate which channels your communications are best suited to. If you have any communication tips, do let us know, and we'll see you next week.